good afternoon, and welcome out here to Albany as we get set here for high school baseball action today here on Albany TV. And it's a matchup today here between Bishop LeBlond of the MEC and Albany of the GRC. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you today's broadcast today here on Albany TV. BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Beeman, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Maysville, Osborne, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Petty John Auto Center's locations in Bethany and Albany. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Schultz of Albany, an American Family Insurance Agent. David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany, Northwest Cell. Mosaic Medical Center, Albany. Army National Guard Recruiter Sergeant First Class Clint Band, Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte. Legacy Event Center, East Fork Lodge in Albany. Stamper Hauling of Albany. The Albany School District and Bishop LeBlond School District. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany. City of Albany. Albany Booster Club Printer, a new shopper located in Albany. And Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North located in Albany. We'll have a look at your starters here in just a moment here from Albany. Again, today's matchup, a matchup between the MEC and the GRC. And we'll let you now listen in here to the starting lineups for today's game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Albany, Missouri for today's high school baseball matchup between the visiting Bishop LeBlond Golden Eagles and your home team on the scoreboard, the Albany Warriors. First, starting lineup for the Golden Eagles. Batting first, the second baseman, number 10, Jake Correll. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 15, Alex Leibel. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 1, Chris Golden. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 25, Will Atkinson. Batting fifth, number 7, the center fielder, Braden Dawson. Batting seventh, and catching, number 3, Fred Leggeschul. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 22, Rylan Kussman. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 24, Lane Harshman. And playing right field, number 5, Marcos Dominguez. And now the starting lineup for your Albany Warriors. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 15, Trice Floyd. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 7, Ian Campbell. Batting third, the center fielder, number 4, Jordan Papa. Batting in the cleanup spot, the second baseman, number 5, Kemper Klein. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 42, Truman Runnels. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 16, Jared Bunton. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 17, Kirby Stevens. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 27, Quincy Stamper. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 2, Brett Williams. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove cover, and face center field for the playing of the national anthem.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded, just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helping smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Taking a look here at your starting lineups here today for the LeBlond Golden Eagles. Leading off, playing at second base, is going to be Jake Carell. Hitting second in the pitcher spot is Alex Leibel. Hitting third at shortstop is Chris Golden. Batting fourth at first base, Will Atkinson. Batting the fifth spot, playing in center field, is Braden Dawson. Batting sixth, playing in left field, is Landon Gardner. Batting in the seventh spot, catching today, is Fred Legaschol. Batting eighth, playing at third base, is Ryland Kussman. Rounding out the lineup at designated hitter is Lane Harshman. Taking a look at the defense here for the Warriors. Brett Williams will get the start in left field. Jordan Papa in center. Quincy Stamper in right. Truman Runnels will start at the hot corner at third. Trice Floyd in the hole at short. Kemper Klein at second. Kirby Stevens will pick him out at first. On the mound today for the Warriors, Ian Campbell. His battery mate behind the plate is Jared Bunton. And as we prepare for today's Schultz first pitch, don't forget to start your morning or trip with a stop at Schultz in Albany. First pitch here from Ian Campbell. And the Schultz first pitch outside, ball one. Albany wears their green tops with gray lettering, gray bottoms as well. Bishop LeBlond wears their purple tops with gold lettering, as this one inside as well for ball two.
Warriors coming off a good win last Friday at Tarkio, 11-1, broke a 5-game losing streak.
And also included the first no-hitter in Albany program history as Trice Floyd went 5 innings. Did end up giving up a run off of 2 walks and 2 errors, but gave up no hits there in the ballgame, as that one's going to be up high for ball 4. And it'll bring up now the pitcher, Alex Leibel.
Well, the last time we saw Campbell on the mound, thought he pitched pretty well.
Yes.
Just had 1 inning late that the game kind of got away from him against South Holt, 4 runs, and but it was a 1-1 game, I think, going to the top of the 7th.
First pitch in there to Leibel is in there for strike 1. Ian Campbell went 6+ innings, gave up 4 runs earned off of 5 hits, 6 walks, 7 strikeouts in that loss to South Holt, which ended up being a victory for Albany, as South Holt had to forfeit that game due to using a pitcher that had could not pitch on that day. So due to pitch count reasons, the Warriors ended up getting a victory in that one.
Was that self-reported?
That was self-reported, yes. 1-1 pitch as Campbell looks into his catcher, comes home with it. This one's going to be popped up high and out of play down the first base side foul. for strike 2.
So that'll put the Warriors at 8 and 9 instead
Yes.
of 7 and 10, I believe.
So if the Warriors were to win out here, they could end up with a 500 record on the season as this one's up high. Jake Carell getting a real nice secondary lead there at first base. So far has yet to test the arm of Button, but don't think it will be too much longer here. Campbell looks in, the 2-2 pitch, again fouled off. Staying at 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of players on this Bishop LeBlond team played in the district championship game in Class 2, District 16, that the Warriors played in which North Andrew won over Bishop LeBlond. Throw over to first base, and diving back in safely is Carell.
In what was a really good,
Yes, it was.
really good ball game and a really great atmosphere. Good to see all the fans back in the bleachers at that ball game.
Carell this time will take off as this pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down to second. Diving in time is Jake Carell on the stolen base, but they are able to get the strikeout on the pitcher, Alex Leibel. That'll bring up now the shortstop, Chris Golden.
Number 1, Chris Golden.
So Golden will hit here from the right side with a runner on second base. Just a light breeze here in Albany, as the flag blowing out a little towards left center field. Carell take a short lead. Curveball in there for strike 1.
Well, the last couple of games we've done, the wind's been blowing in and has probably kept a couple of balls from leaving the field.
Campbell checks the runner at second, comes home with it. And this one going to be called ball 1. So a 1-1 count here to Golden. Campbell again leans in, checks the runner Carell at second, steps off, and Carell will dive back in safely at second base as second baseman Kemper Klein holding at second base. This one swung on and missed for strike 2. Golden just under that one. As the count now moves to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And initially you feel like this is a tough matchup coming in for the Warriors. Not necessarily that Bishop LeBlond, they are a bigger school, but not measurably bigger. Maybe the difference is
the competition to
Yeah.
play. And they do come in with a record of 4-12 on the day. But, again, the teams that they've beaten and the teams that they've lost to are a little bit different than the teams the Warriors have.
It's a bigger school
won and lost
schedule,
to.
and definitely
Yes.
the MEC is a much bigger school conference.
Yeah, I believe the only matchup that both the teams have played, as moving on to third base on the dropped ball there by the catcher, Button, is Jake Carell. So now, runner at third base and 1 out. Again, the only team that they both have played is East Atchison. Both of them have won over East Atchison. Albany by a score of 11-1. Bishop LeBlond by a score of 6-1. So, but again, you don't put too much into the scores and things like that either.
No, because you don't know with the pitch count situation the way it is, you never know what level of pitcher threw for each team
Exactly.
on that given day.
And we did hear East Atchison was missing one of their key players on Friday night. That might have had something to do with it. Not quite certain, but again, those are just some of the things you chalk up to. You can't quite put emphasis into just the scores, as that pitch up high for ball 3, now a full count. Campbell's pitch home is swung on and missed for strike number 3. So 2 strikeouts here for Ian Campbell after issuing the leadoff walk, and now it's up to the first baseman, Will Atkinson.
Good bounce back by Campbell.
Atkinson again will hit here from the right side for the Golden Eagles. Campbell's pitch home inside, ball 1.
After that initial walk, has made a lot of use of that off-speed breaking ball.
Looks like Jordan Pop is shading to the left side of second base, just a couple of steps as that one nips the outside corner for strike 1. So a 1-1 count here to the first baseman Atkinson with 2 out, runner on third base, and a 0-0 ball game here in the top half of the first inning. This pitch is going to be tipped right off the ankle there of Atkinson for strike 2.
I don't think that got him square. Man, those things hurt.
Yes.
What was it, Jermaine Dye here? So it's been several years ago, did that and broke his leg. Fouled a pitch down off his leg and broke it.
And pitch outside, count now even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Campbell again toes the rubber, looks into his catcher button for the pitch, checks the runner Carell at third. The 2-2 is going to be hit to left field. This one's deep, and this one is going to go off the fence. It'll bring in 1 and making his way around second base as Atkinson. The throw is in time to get him at second, but not before Bishop LeBlond takes a 1-0 lead, and that's how we'll end the first inning with a 1-0 Bishop LeBlond lead. We're back to start the bottom of the first when we come back in a moment. Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany, or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today. Welcome back out again here to Albany as it's a 1-0 Bishop LeBlond lead as we enter the bottom half of the first inning. Taking a look here at the starting lineup for the Warriors today. Leading off playing at shortstop is Trice Floyd. Ian Campbell hits second due to the pitching. Jordan Papa hits third. He'll be playing in center field. Kemper Klein bats fourth at second base. Truman Reynolds bats fifth at third. Jared Button will bat in the sixth spot doing the catching today. Kirby Stevens will bat seventh, playing at first base. Quincy Stamper bats eighth and plays in right. Brett Williams rounds out the lineup as he'll play in left field today. Defense today here for the Golden Eagles of Bishop LeBlond. Landon Gardner will get the start in left. Braden Dawson in center. Marcos Dominguez in right field. Rylan Cussman will start at third. Chris Golden will start at short. Jake Carell at second. Will Atkinson at first. Alex Leibel, the tall right-hander, will be on the mound today for the Golden Eagles. And his battery mate behind the plate is Fred Legoschel.
Pretty good play by the Warriors to end that last inning. I thought, anything that goes over the left fielder's head and one hops the fence, you'd assume is an automatic double. Don't know if the batter didn't get out of the box really well, but he was easily thrown out at trying to stretch that single into a double.
And it was a good throw by Brent Williams to the cutoff man Floyd, who threw it into second, and really a good use of the cutoff man on that play as well.
Well played relay, yes.
As the pitch outside, corner for strike one, count 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex Leibel, tall right-hander on the mound today here for Bishop LeBlond. Kind of got the Randy Johnson-esque physique, tall with kind of lanky and skinny. As that one also nips the outside corner for strike 2. Now the 1-2 pitch here from Leibel. That one inside, ball 2.
And if the Warriors have really had an Achilles heel this year, it's been a little offensively challenged at times, and then one inning that seemed to have some struggles defensively.
And this one grounded to second. Jake Carell will pick it up, throw to first baseman Will Atkinson in time for out number 1.
Number 7, Ian Campbell.
And now it'll be up to the pitcher Ian Campbell to bat. So So Campbell will bat here from the right side against the lanky right-hander Leibel. Leibel looks into his catcher Legashol and comes home with the first pitch of the at-bat. In there for strike one.
We've noticed Warriors are taking a lot of first pitch strikes. We'll see if maybe that changes a little bit the second time through the order.
Oh, one pitch is going to be hit towards the third baseman, Cussman. Long throw across the field, bounces, and not able to corral it as the first baseman Atkinson as Campbell gets on due to the E5. And that'll bring up the center fielder, Jordan Papa.
A little bit more of an in-between hop for the first baseman. The short hops, generally you see those gobbled up at first, but that was more of an in-between hop, and a little bit hard to read.
Throw over to first base, back in time is Campbell. Campbell not taking all that big of a lead there at first. And again, throw back over to first. This time they're going to get him as Campbell took a couple more steps off of first base that time. This time gets picked off. And now 2 outs here in the inning, nobody on. And still Jordan Papa up at the plate with an 0-0 count.
And that was a lot better move to first base by Leibel. You wonder if he almost deked him into that. By showing him a move to first and then giving him your better move when he gets off a little farther.
And it seemed like Campbell took a couple more steps thinking, oh, okay, I was able to get back pretty easy last time. Should be able to again. As the 0-1 pitch outside for ball one. So a 1-1 count here to Papa. Nobody on base, 2 outs, and a 1-0 ball game. Bottom half the first inning in favor of Bishop LeBlond. This one just outside as Papa is able to hold off the swing.
Jordan's done a really good job hitting the fastball. Maybe struggles a little bit with the off-speed breaking stuff.
2-1 pitch outside for ball three. Papa moved from the leadoff spot down to the 3 spot here the past couple of games.
Now 3-1, you want to zone one as a hitter. Where do you want to hit it? You don't.
This one is going to be low, and Papa will walk. And it'll bring up now the second baseman, Kemper Klein, to bat.
Number 5, Kemper Klein.
Klein has had a bit of struggles here, offensive and defensively, the past couple games. See if he can't get right here week before districts. And throw over to first. Back in safely there is Papa. And looked like Leibel kind of did it again, kind of almost soft-tossed it there to first a little bit on the pickoff. Papa with a short lead at first. Pitch home, swung on and missed for strike one.
I tell you, seeing somebody get picked off, one of your teammates get picked off, has got to be a hindrance at least. It's got to give you pause, making sure you get a good look, and not going to get off very far.
This one tipped back for strike number 2, and especially while you're up at the plate, too, you're kind of able to see it a little bit more. So an 0-2 count here to Kemper Klein with Jordan Papa on first and 2 out. Pitch here from Alex Leibel. And fought off there by Kemper Klein, a little half swing there. So Leibel again toes the rubber. Looks into his catcher Legashol for the pitch. Checks the runner Papa at first. Papa takes off with the pitch as this one is going to be in at the knees, and Klein will go down looking for out number 3. And that will be the end of the first inning. LeBlond leads 1-0. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stayconnected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for the top half of the second inning. It'll be the center fielder, Braden Dawson, left fielder, Landon Gardner, and catcher, Fred Legashul. That'll bat here to start out the top half of the second inning, as it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters here for Bishop LeBlond. Sun trying to peek out of the clouds here in Albany today.
Just a light breeze, though, that
Yes.
which really does help spectators too, I would assume.
Center fielder, number 7, Braden.
Got my jacket ready if I need it, but don't have it quite yet. So Campbell back on the mound. Looks in. Here comes the first pitch to the right-hander, Dawson. In there for strike one. And this is the Warriors' last home game of the season. They'll be back in action again tomorrow for the last regular season game against North Nottoway. As this one's hit down the third base side, Truman Reynolds picks it up, throw to first. In time for out number one. In the Warriors game against North Nottoway, also an early 4:30 start tomorrow.
Number 2, Landon Gardner.
As Landon Gardner will now hit here for Bishop LeBlond. He'll also hit here from the right side. Pitch from Campbell out of the windup is going to be popped back, foul, out of play. And then next week, a week from today, Albany will start district play. They are the 4 seed in Class 1 District 15. They'll take on the number 5 seed in Gilman City, who beat them earlier this year at Gilman City, as that one's inside for ball one as Gardner has to duck out of the way.
Do I assume Pattonsburg or North Harrison is the 1 seed?
North Harrison, the 1 seed, Pattonsburg, the 2 seed. So the Warriors were to win, they would play North Harrison on Tuesday night, as this one's going to be popped into right center field. Quincy Stamper, the right fielder, comes in and camps under it for out number 2.
And with that, you wonder what North Harrison will do with their pitching, with the pitch count rules the way they are.
Catcher, number 3, Fred Legashul.
Their starter really did a number on the Warriors earlier this year. Only gave up 1 hit, struck out 12.
Pitch from Campbell upstairs to Legashul for ball one.
But do you use him in the semifinal, or do you try to get through the semifinal and use him in the final?
Of course, you have to get to the finals in order to use him.
That's true. Might rain. Isn't that what?
Well, the rain will not help you because
no.
that does not count as a day. In district play, the rain does not count as a day off.
Okay.
So that is one thing to think about as well.
I'm not sure I understand that rule.
I am 100% with you on that, but
because the object of it is to give the kids rest. It's still a day off.
But the one thing they are also wanting to get away from is people saying, "Oh, well, the fields are a little too wet today."
Get it. Yes,
so,
I get it.
As that one upstairs, 4 straight pitches and a walk here to Fred Legashul, and it'll bring up now the third baseman Rylan Gussman. I'm just bringing up that little reasoning of why Michigan doing it.
It completely makes sense.
Yes.
Not that we'd call anybody's integrity into question, but
and maybe some of those teams around St. Louis or something like that.
That's right.
St. Louis or Kansas City. As throw over to first, back in safely is Legashul. And I could say that because I'm from that St. Louis area. So.
Right. Well, and we've talked about it before. That's one thing I don't envy.
No.
Coaches having to make those decisions regarding pitch count. It's nice if you've got 2 or 3 really strong hurlers that you don't have to worry about it.
That one fouled off down the first base side. I know I was talking to Chris Hansel before one of the games and talking about lineup shifts, and I said, well, that's the one good thing is you get paid the big bucks to coach, and I get the big bucks to sit here and be your armchair quarterback.
Yeah, and I just I'm not sure what you do.
Yeah.
I really am not. I know that I do like if they only throw 30 pitches or less.
You're able to come back that next day automatically.
Right. That gives them a chance to come back the next day, which.
As the runner takes off for second, though, it will not matter as he is out at home on the strikeout. The third strikeout of the day here by Ian Campbell, and they'll strand a runner at first base. It's a 1-0 ball game heading to the bottom half of the second. Bishop LeBlond with the lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Are you ready to get a head start on a successful future? Then call your local Army National Guard recruiter to learn how you can earn benefits to help pay for your education and expenses. The National Guard offers many programs for every type of student, whether you're still in high school, attending college, or working toward a vocational certification. Contact your local Army National Guard recruiter, Sergeant First Class Clint Bain in Gentry, DeKalb, Harrison, and Worth counties today at 660-868-0991, or Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte and Andrew Holt in Ottaway counties at 660-853-8564.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for the bottom half of the second inning. It's a 1-0 Bishop LeBlond lead. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters up for the Warriors. Truman Runnels, Jared Bunton, and Kirby Stevens. That will bat here in this bottom half of the second inning. So up at bat here will be the third baseman, Truman Runnels. He'll hit here from the right side against the tall right-hander, Alex Leibel.
Leading off for the Warriors, the third baseman, number 42, Truman Runnels.
The idea of having a tall pitcher is really, sometimes those guys get that long stride and they look like they're down flicking the ball under your nose.
Yeah. I mean, his front leg is almost coming off the mound. He's, for as tall as he is. So you think he's got at least another couple extra feet that most other pitchers don't on his way home. And also kind of has a little bit of a slide or sidearm motion to his pitches as well, which is even harder to pick up.
Well, and 60 feet 6 inches, but after he's done, he's probably down to 55 feet.
This one hit right back up to the middle to Leibel. He'll pick it up, throw over to first base in time. Out number 1. Brings up now the catcher, Jared Bunton, to bat.
Now batting, the catcher, number 16, Jared Bunton.
And we remarked off and on how much he's improved behind the plate. Even that last throw down to second was right on the money. It was just the runner would have been safe, but again, it was stealing the base off the pitcher, not off of Bunton.
Bunton swings and misses at the first pitch.
Had a good transfer to get the ball to second.
This time fouls it off backwards for strike 2. So an 0-2 count here to Bunton with nobody on base and 1 out. Bottom half of the second inning, Bishop LeBlond with a 1-0 lead. Pitch here from Leibel. And this one chopped off a home plate foul off of the Bishop LeBlond coach over to Chris Hansel at the first base bag.
Well, and one of the other things we've seen is Warriors take a lot of pitches, but Bunton's not one of them. He's going to get his swings in.
And this one also popped back up out of play, foul. And he'll continue to fight to keep the at-bat alive on an 0-2 count. Leibel looks in and comes home with the 0-2. Upstairs and outside for ball one. As that pitch almost took the catcher Legishol with it. Now the 1-2 here from Leibel. Again outside, ball two.
You wonder if Leibel just got the same impression. This guy likes to swing. Let's see if he'll chase.
2-2. Again, just outside as the count now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So after being down 0-2, fights back now to a 3-2 count. Here's Bunton. As Leibel looks in and comes home with the 3-2 pitch. And again, fought off out of play, foul by Bunton.
And I think it's borderline, but what's the old saying? If it's close enough to call, close enough to hit.
Yep.
He wasn't going to take any chances and got it spoiled.
So Bunton again will ding into the right-handed batter's box. Leibel again looks in for the 3-2. Comes home. And again fought off, foul. Has a real good plate appearance here by the catcher Bunton. And nobody on, 1 out here in this bottom half of the second inning. Bishop LeBlond with a 1-0 lead. Now the 3-2 from Leibel to Bunton. And again fought off out of play, foul as it hits off the light pole. And comes down and hits a fan. Seemed to be okay.
And it's almost like the natural.
Yes. Only in the opposite direction.
That's right.
3-2 pitch is going to be popped up right field. At the edge of the grass is the second baseman, Jake Carell, as he'll come away with the out, but Jared Bunton made him work for it.
Pretty good at bat, and a good job by Leibel not to give in.
Yes.
Fought his way back in it and got the out.
Now the first baseman, left-hander Kirby Stevens, will come up to bat. First pitch outside, ball one. Now a 1-0 pitch here from Leibel into Stevens. And Stevens swings and misses at the one in the outside corner for strike one. And the 1-1 home from Leibel. Swung on a miss for strike two by Stevens.
Or if you just try to climb the ladder here a little bit, that one was a little higher.
The 1-2 is going to be hit right at the third baseman, Kussman, and he'll go down to his knees and catch it for out number 3 here in the inning. We'll stay at a 1-0 Bishop LeBlond lead as we go to the third inning. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
Stamper Hauling of Albany offers dedicated expedited deliveries to long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-the-time delivery. Stamper Hauling guarantees their experience in the trucking field will exceed your company's expectations. Stephen Stamper of Stamper Hauling features 19 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Stephen at 816-244-3196 for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for the top half of the third inning. And up at bat will be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here for the Golden Eagles. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters up for the Golden Eagles. Lane Harshman, Jake Carell, and Alex Leibel.
The designated hitter, number 24, Lane Harshman.
Designated hitter Lane Harshman will lead off as Ian Campbell goes into the windup. Pitch home is going to be hit, and diving at it is third baseman Truman Reynolds, but it'll get past him into left field for a leadoff single here by Harshman.
I'm always interested to see how the pitcher does the second time through the order, too.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 10, Jake Carell.
Jake Carell led off the game with a 4-pitch walk, was able to steal second, and got to third on a pass ball. He'll hit now with nobody out and a runner on first base.
You've got to assume probably going to see somebody running here. If not with nobody out, I would guess somewhere along the way with the top of the order coming. They're going to try to put some things in motion, make the Warriors make a play defensively.
This pitch home is going to be fouled off down the third base side towards the Warrior dugout for strike 2. Harshman not taking all that big of a lead at first base, unlike Carell whenever he was on base last time. So Campbell looks into his catcher button, checks Harshman at first, comes home, and this one fouled off as that one Carell had to kind of reach out for. I don't think that one was going to make it even to the plate as he chased the off speed.
Veteran umpire, one of the best in the area, Ed Gum, working the plate today for the Warriors and Golden Eagles. And kind of gave that low breaking ball for a strike early, and I think Carell's kind of in a situation where he had to try to spoil it anyway.
This one outside for ball 1, count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harshman got a little bit bigger of a lead last time. Now a quick throw over Harshman back in safely. That time a quick pickoff move there by Campbell. Harshman now again with a small lead at first. And the off-speed pitch is going to be hit down the third base side, but just to the left of the line, foul. And count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to leadoff man, Jake Carell, with a runner on first base and nobody out. Here in this top half of the third inning, Bishop LeBlond already with a 1-0 lead here over the Warriors. Campbell looks in, checks the runner Harshman at first, comes home. This one in the dirt, bounces away from Bunton, and moving up to second base on the pass ball is Harshman.
Yeah, that's one Bunton really had almost no chance at it. A little outside. They call the 55-foot curveball.
Yep.
Tough hop to try to keep it in front.
Now the 2-2. Upstairs and outside. The count now full. So after Carell started 0-2, he's fought back now to make the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. This one is going to be hit, and into the hole is Floyd. Throw to first. And picking it out, not though in time, is Stevens as the runner moves from second to first, and now some runners on the corner. That was going to be a tough play for Floyd, and just able to beat it out is the
good
second baseman for the Eagles and Carell.
Good effort on both ends, but that play in the hole and that long throw allowed Harshman to move over to third. You would assume. You assume Carell is going to be running early in this count.
Campbell makes a quick early step off. This one popped up by Leibel. Foul for strike 1. And Carell getting a nice lead at first base.
That is him at first base, so that does open up a big hole between first and second.
As that one looked at for strike 2 by Leibel.
Making Stevens having to hold him on.
Kemper Klein playing close for the double play. towards second. Now the 0-2 pitch. Bounces away a little bit from Bunton, and taking second is Jake Carell, as that one just gets far enough away from Bunton for him to take second. So now runners on third and second. Still nobody out here in the inning. And a 1-2 count here to Leibel, who struck out swinging his first plate appearance. Pitch from Campbell. Upstairs, count even, 2-2. Bishop LeBlond with a 1-0 lead, threatening here with runners on third and second. Campbell checks the runners, comes home. This one is going to be hit into right field. It'll bring in at least one. And now it'll bring in two off of the 2 RBI single there by Alex Leibel.
Just kind of flipped the ball into right field. Picked it off the dirt almost. And Stamper did a nice job of charging the ball, and I think had he been able to come up with it clean, might have had a play at the plate, but just couldn't handle the ball.
So to bring up now Chris Golden to bat, as Bishop LeBlond now with a 3-0 lead here in the third inning. This one's going to be popped into shallow left field. Williams will call off his teammates and puts it away for out number one. And it'll bring up now the first baseman, Will Atkinson, already with an RBI single to his credit on the day.
Now batting first baseman, 25, Will Atkinson.
Atkinson was called out at second base, trying to extend that single into a double to end the first inning. He'll bat here with one out and a runner on first. Leibel takes a short lead at first. Pitch home upstairs for ball one. Kirby Stevens not all that short of a player, about a head shorter on first base than Alex Leibel. A 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball two.
And Leibel's not getting much of a lead. Of course, you don't want your pitchers extending themselves, running their legs into the ground on the bases.
And now Leibel takes off as that one swung on and missed. Throw down to second. And that one kind of off the mark a little bit as Leibel is able to steal second base. Maybe a little bit of a hit and run put on there. They're going to put in a courtesy runner here for Leibel, which you think you would have done before the stolen base.
Well, maybe that's the part of the plan. Let Leibel run and get into scoring position, then get him out of there and let him rest here or get ready for the next half inning.
So Ben Legashol will pinch run at second base here for Atkinson. For Leibel. It's a 2-1 count here to Will Atkinson at the plate. And this one going to be hit down the line, and it's going to be in fair territory. Williams picks it up in left field, and it's going to be another RBI single here for Will Atkinson, his second of the day. As he now makes it a 4-0 ball game with now Braden Dawson coming up to bat.
Now batting the center fielder, number 7, Braden Dawson.
So now Braden Dawson will come up to bat. He grounded out to third in his first plate appearance. Pitch from Campbell inside, ball one. Wind blowing in a little bit now here from center field. Atkinson takes a short lead at first. Pitch from Campbell upstairs, ball two.
Well, one would assume that Atkinson is not a stolen base threat. Although ball's in the dirt, you may see him try to move up. One of the things, if you're a runner at first or if you're on the bases, you always want to look at the trajectory of the pitch. And if it's going to be low or in the dirt, you want to be looking. If it squirts away, be ready to go.
That one fouled off for the 2-1 pitch. Campbell checks the runner at first, comes home with the 2-1. And this one's going to be down the third base side to Runnels, flip to second and they're going to get one, and that's it as Kemper Klein unable to get the ball out of his glove to flip it over to first. So Dawson will take first base on the 5-4 fielder's choice.
Didn't get a clean exchange.
The left fielder, number 2, Landon.
And now to bring up the left fielder, Landon Gardner. He flew out to right field in his first plate appearance. Campbell looks in, checks the runner at first, comes home with it. And pitch swung on and missed for strike number 1. Top half the third inning. Bishop LeBlond with a 4-0 lead. An 0-1 count here to Gardner with a runner on first and 2 outs. This one in there for strike 2 as Gardner looks that one in. And now the 0-2 pitch upcoming here from Campbell. Runner takes off for second, and going down looking here is Landon Gardner. The 4th strikeout of the ball game here by Ian Campbell, but not before Bishop LeBlond can score 3 runs here in the top half of the third. They now lead 4-0. We're back with the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's the 8, 9, and 1 hitters up for the Warriors when we come back.
The Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge in Albany is a 7,500 square foot beautifully decorated event space that includes a caterer's kitchen. The Legacy Event Center features a magnificent black and white staircase that allows for the grandest of entrances. The rustic elegance of the Legacy is the perfect backdrop for your wedding, reunion, corporate retreat, or other special event. Contact Jamie today to book your special event. Email her at jamie@eastforklodge.com.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students. Welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start the bottom half of the third inning. It's a 4-0 Albany lead, or 4-0 Bishop LeBlond lead over Albany, sorry. For Albany to be Quincy Stamper, Brent Williams, Trice Floyd that will bat. This one popped back out of play, foul for strike 1 here against Stamper. Now Stamper's going to have to get a good hit here after he just hit the coach's car on the foul ball. This one in the dirt for ball 1. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Better hope he makes it past first base, huh?
Yeah. I've debated several times where to park when we come here.
The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 2. So the 1-2 pitch here to Stamper. Leibel looks in comes home with the 1-2. And this one going to be tipped back foul out of play. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to the Warrior right fielder. Leibel in his windup comes home. This one bounces in the dirt for ball 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom half of the third inning. LeBlond scoring 3 runs in the top half of the third with a 4-0 lead. This one outside. The count now moves full. Warriors have found themselves down in the order quite often and fought it back to a full count so far today. As the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 3, the second strikeout of the day. Here by Alex Leibel as it brings up now the right fielder, or the left fielder, Brent Williams.
Number 2, Brent Williams.
And the Warriors have made some contact. I wouldn't say anything has been a really good contact at the plate.
First pitch here to Williams is going to be hitting the left center field. This one kind of knuckles off the bat and will drop in for a 1-out single. Bishop LeBlond was able to get their stuff going with their 9-hitter and the top of their lineup in the third inning. We'll see if the Warriors can do the same here.
Almost from the sound of that, it almost sounded like that maybe got that down off the trademark of the bat, but muscled it into left field for a base hit.
That'll bring up now the shortstop, Trice Floyd. He grounded to second in his first plate appearance. That's the first hit given up today by Alex Leibel. This one on the outside corner, strike one. An 0-1 count here to Floyd. Leibel checks the runner Williams at first. Comes throw over is not in time as Williams just back in underneath the tag safely. So Leibel again will look into his catcher Legashul. Checks the runner Williams at first. Williams will take off and now going to be stuck in a pickle. Couple of throws here as he trips up a little bit, but the long arms there of Alex Leibel puts him away on the pickoff attempt.
They say ideally you don't want to make any more than 2 throws in a rundown. Did you get the scoring on that?
No.
Okay.
1, 3, 6, 1, 4, 3. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
or yes, 1. Sorry.
That's a tough way to.
Yeah. So now 2 outs and an 0-1 count here to Floyd. Nobody on base as this one outside.
And I would guess any Warriors get on base from this point on are going to be stayed pretty close to the bag.
Yes. That pitch inside.
Got a really quick move. It's almost like it's a jump toward first base instead of step and throw.
Next pitch up coming here from Leibel to Floyd. Is going to be fought off foul for strike 2. Count now full here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, 2 out here in the inning. Warriors trail 4-0 here in this bottom half of the third. Pitch home from Leibel. Popped up first base side. Atkinson underneath it and puts it away for out number 3. So after 3 innings of play, Bishop LeBlond with a 4-0 lead. We're back to start the start the fourth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back to Albany as we get set to start the top half of the fourth inning. Bishop LeBlond with a 4-0 lead here to start. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters up for the Golden Eagles: Fred Legashul, Rylan Cussman, and Lane Harshman. So Legishol, who walked in his first plate appearance, will dig in here to the right-handed batter's box. Campbell looks in, starts his windup. And showing bunt, and this one, though, going to go behind him and hit Legishol, and he'll take first base on a hit by pitch.
Now batting the third.
And if you have to get hit, that's the way you want to get hit. Breaking ball that kind of
grazes the backside.
Yeah, that's right.
So now to bring up the third baseman, Ryland Cussman. He struck out looking in his first plate appearance. Runner takes off for second. This one going to be hit down the third base side, but foul. And that's probably the best thing for the Warriors, as Legishol easily had second base.
Well, we've seen Campbell from time to time try to be really quick to the plate and maybe doesn't get a good stop.
So Legishol again will take a lead off of first base. Again, not all that great of a lead, but again, good second jump. This pitch up high, throw it down to second. And in time is going to be Legishol as he steals second base. As the throw maybe just short of second base there on the throw from Bunton. As the count now 1-1 Now the 1-1 pitch here into Cussman. Looks at strike two. So a 1-2 count here to Cussman with nobody out and a runner on second base.
The Warriors really need to pick up and out here with the runner in scoring position. Breaking ball just stayed up.
As count now even 2-2. On deck is the number 9 hitter and the designated hitter Lane Harshman, who singled and scored last inning. This one going to be hitting the center field, and Jordan Papa initially takes a step back, then comes in a couple of steps and puts it away for out number 1. And now brings up the designated hitter Lane Harshman. Harshman singled and scored in his first plate appearance. Lit with a runner on second and 1 out. This one home on the outside corner, strike 1. Now the 0-1 from Campbell is tipped back out of play for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on, 4-run ball game in the top half of the 4th inning. The pitch in there for strike 3 as Harshman goes down, watching it for strike number 3, the 5th strikeout of the ball game here for Ian Campbell, and it's back up to the top of the lineup as Jake Carell will come up to bat.
He had a chance to wiggle out of it here. Really good pitch with 2 strikes.
This one is going to be hitting the left field. Williams drifting back, and catches it right along the fence for out number 3. So after giving up a hit by pitch and a runner on second with nobody out, Warriors are able to strand that runner at second. We'll go now to the bottom half of the 4th inning with Bishop LeBlond still ahead 4-0 when we come back in a moment.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your sporting snack headquarters for all of your favorite sports. If you want to bring the smells of the games to your living room, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your sports snack favorites before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany has got you covered. Pettyjohn's makes buying your next vehicle transparent, simple, and easy. We have no hidden fees and upfront pricing on every vehicle in stock at pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start the bottom half of the fourth inning. It's a 4-0 Bishop LeBlond lead here over Albany. And it'll be up to the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Ian Campbell, Jordan Papa, and Kemper Klein, as it's the 2, 3, 4 hitters for the Warriors.
Well, now one of the things facing the Warriors, they've had 3 runners and 2 of them erased by being picked off.
Yes. No, they've had just 2 runners. Oh, yes, they did have 3. Sorry. I forgot Jordan Papa walked as well. Campbell, who got on base due to an E5, watches the first pitch inside for ball 1. He was one of the 2 Warrior base runners picked off. And the 1-0 pitch. This one going to be hitting to right field. Right fielder Dominguez drifts back and slides down and puts it away for out number 1.
Well, somewhat of a circuitous route
Yes.
to get to that and made that look a lot tougher than maybe it really was, although was sliced.
So now Jordan Pop will come up to bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. Liable comes home with it. And the first pitch low for ball 1. (1-0) from Liable, popped up by Papa, out of play, foul for strike 1.
Say the LeBlond crowd a little gun shy. They've already
They've had one hit off the
ricochet
lights.
off the lights that have come down and caught one fan.
Now the 1-1 pitch upcoming here from Liable to Papa. Outside for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch upcoming to Papa. Liable looks into Langashall, the catcher, for the pitch. Comes home. This one hit towards the shortstop, Golden. Picks it up, throw to first in time for out number 2. Now to bring up the second baseman, Kemper Klein, to bat. He struck out looking in his last plate appearance. So Klein will bat with nobody on base. 2 out here in this bottom half of the 4th inning. First pitch from Liable is tipped back for strike 1. Liable looks into his catcher for the pitch. Has the one he wants. Comes home with the 0-1. This one also fouled down for strike 2.
Winds maybe picked up just a hair from time to time.
As now the 0-2 pitch upcoming. Here from Liable to Klein. Klein rocking back and forth at the plate. This one is going to be hit down the left field side. And it is going to be foul out of play. So now Klein will have to make his way back in to the right-handed batter's box. So an 0-2 count here to Klein, with nobody on base and 2 outs. Pitch here from Liable. Is swung on and missed there by Klein for out number 3. So through 4 innings, it's a 4-0 Bishop LeBlond lead. We're back to start the 5th when we come back in a moment.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building, and sustaining your business. And that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today.
For details, stop by and talk to Agent David Smith at 116 South Smith Street in Albany, or at 303 North Park Street in Stanberry, or call 660-726-3536 today.
As Mosaic continues to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic, they are committed to staying connected. Whether you need a routine checkup or to be seen for an illness, Mosaic has virtual options available. The highly trained nurses are also ready to help you when you need them via the 24/7 community nurse line. Plus, the My Mosaic Portal website and app are available for messaging your care team and accessing health information. Please visit mymlc.com/stay connected to learn more. Now more than ever, Mosaic is here with you and here for you.
And welcome back out to Albany as we get ready to start the top half of the fifth inning. It'll be Alex Leibel, Chris Golden, and Will Atkinson, so the 2-3-4 hitters for Bishop LeBlond. This one in there for strike one.
I think this is really a big inning for the Warriors to keep this within striking distance. Got the heart of the order coming up.
Leibel 1 for 2 on the day, a 2 RBI single and a strikeout so far. This one inside for ball one.
Tried the front door of the breaking ball, just couldn't get it all the way back in.
Button tried to frame it there, but home plate umpire Gum said no. And the pitch this time is going to be hit down the right side, and this one foul as Quincy Stamper, the right fielder, trying to make a diving catch, but just out of his reach for strike two. Stamper covered a lot of ground on that one, and just out of his reach as he dove in foul territory down the right field line.
Leibel with a 2-run single to help his cause. Scooped one into right field.
Later came around to score as well that inning. It's the 1-2. This one going to be hitting the right center, and Papa on his horse and will catch it out in front of the Albany Warrior Booster Club sign in right center field. And it's going to bring up now the shortstop, Chris Golden, to bat.
Warriors outfielders have chased run down a couple of hard hit balls here.
Outfield probably playing the best game that they've had so far this season. So Williams made a nice play in left, throwing out Will Atkinson at second base, as this one's tipped back off the bat of Golden. Also made a couple of nice snags out in the left field. Quincy Stamper's made a couple out in right field, and Jordan Papa now in center. So the 0-1 pitch upcoming here from Campbell to Chris Golden. This one's going to be chopped past the third baseman Reynolds and past the shortstop Floyd into left field. And it's a one-out single here for Golden, his first hit of the ball game. Now Will Atkinson already with 2 RBI singles on the day. RBI single in the first, RBI single in the third. He'll hit with Golden on first base and 1 out. Golden takes a nice lead at first.
Assume he's running somewhere along the way here.
First pitch swung on and missed for strike one. Golden again takes a nice lead at first. Campbell checks the runner. Comes home. Inside for ball one.
I think they've got 2 outs on the scoreboard.
Should just be one.
Should be one.
Yes. That is correct. 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 count, top half the fifth inning. Pitch from Campbell as Golden takes off. Throw down to second. And gets him there at second base. On a nice throw there from Bunton.
Good effort by Bunton.
I thought Golden might have just got underneath the tag there at second.
I'm with you.
Has to throw a little bit up there to Kemper Klein, but it was there in time.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought whenever you see the tag up high, you always think, maybe you got a leg in.
The 2-1 pitch. Outside for ball 3. So now a 3-1 count here to Atkinson.
Good pitch, good plate discipline by Atkinson. Really not a pitch you're going to do a lot with if he did hit it.
Pitch home from Campbell is going to be hit down the right field side out of play foul as the count now moves full. So full count here to the Golden Eagle first baseman, Will Atkinson. Now the breeze almost non-existent as the flag in center lies dead as this one comes home, and striking out swinging is Atkinson as Campbell might have dropped his arm slot a little bit there.
Dropped down, came a little sidearm.
So after now a 4.5 innings, Bishop LeBlond with a 4-0 lead. We're back to bottom of the 5th inning when we come back in just a moment as the Warriors will send up now their 5, 6, and 7 hitters to bat when we come back.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for the bottom half of the 5th inning. It'll be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters here for the Warriors. Truman Reynolds, Jared Button, and Kirby Stevens.
Leading off for the Warriors, the third baseman, number 42, Truman Reynolds.
Nice sized crowd here for this Monday afternoon baseball game. Again, overall pretty nice weather today. Not too cold, not too hot.
And it's been really, for the most part, been a pretty good spring. Had a couple
Yes.
of days in there that you would go, maybe.
Those were days in which we had a baseball game.
Yeah. Of course, this is the time of year where you're going to have a bunch, and maybe you
Yes.
schedule a lot with the idea that, we'll get some of them in, but they've gotten 17 games. This will be the 18th game they've gotten in.
This one grounded down to third. Cussman throw to first, and not in time as Reynolds just able to beat out that throw. So that one was a very close play at first, but Reynolds able to get there in time as Jared Bunton will now come up to bat for the Warriors.
I wouldn't say the Eagle third baseman attacked that slow roller with maybe the aggressiveness you would like to have seen if you're the LeBlond coaching staff.
And now if you're Reynolds, you're figuring you have to play close to first. Leibel already picked off 2 of your teammates, and quickly a early pickoff attempt here. Bunton popped out to second base in his first plate appearance, and a really good plate appearance, which he saw a lot of pitches and fought to keep the at-bat alive multiple times. So the 1-0 pitch here now from Alex Leibel into Jared Button.
Well, maybe it's a good thing Leibel has a good pickoff move, because if Lego Show has the type of arm we've seen trying to throw down to second between innings, he needs to keep them close.
The 1-1 pitch is flailed at and missed for strike 2.
Again, big hole between first and second.
Now the 1-2 here from Leibel to Bunton. And again goes chasing, and this time will miss for strike number 3. And that's the 4th strikeout of the day here by Alex Leibel, as the left-handed first baseman Kirby Stevens will now come up to bat.
Well, we talk about climbing the ladder, going up with your pitches. At that time, it looked like Leibel just started over the plate and went a little bit outside and then went a little further outside and just got a chase for a strikeout.
First pitch into Stevens inside for ball one. Stevens lined out to the third baseman Cussman in his last plate appearance. Reynolds takes a short lead at first. The 1-0 pitch popped up out of play for strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Stevens. With 1 out and 1 on, Bishop LeBlond with a 4-0 lead here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Leibel from the stretch. The pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Does look like teams try to pitch Stevens away, and he has shown some power to that left center field gap.
So most of his hits have come towards the opposite field. Really doesn't try to pull the ball all that often. If you're going to pitch him outside, he'll take it to the opposite field. So now the 2-1 pitch here to Leibel. Outside corner, strike 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Leibel again will check Reynolds at first. Now the 2-2. Is tipped back and caught by the catcher Legashol for out number 2 and strikeout number 5 on the day for Leibel.
Now batting the right fielder.
Brings up now the right fielder Quincy Stamper to bat. Stamper struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. So again, Leibel checks the runner at first. And now throw over. And Will Atkinson just able to keep that one in play before it gets away from him. Leibel comes home. Stamper shows bunt, popped up, and coming in to catch it is the pitcher Leibel, as he'll put it away for out number 3. Warriors are able to get a leadoff hit, but stranded him at first base. And we're back to start the top half of the 6th inning with Bishop LeBlond ahead 4-0 when we come back in a moment on Albany TV.
Are you ready to get a head start on a successful future? Then call your local Army National Guard recruiter to gain job skills and leadership experience and get a head start on your civilian career. When you join the Army National Guard, you're joining a team with purpose and setting yourself up for success. Contact your local Army National Guard recruiter, Sergeant First Class Clint Bain and Gentry, DeKalb, Harrison, and Worth counties today at 660-868-0991. Or Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte and Andrew Holt in Ottaway counties at 660-853-8564. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
Stamper Hauling of Albany offers dedicated expedited deliveries to long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-the-time delivery. Stamper Hauling guarantees their experience in the trucking field will exceed your company's expectations. Stephen Stamper of Stamper Hauling features 19 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Stephen at 816-244-3196 for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri.
Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Pettyjohn's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, as we'll have a new pitcher out on the mound here for the Warriors, as Kemper Klein will now take to the mound here. And he hasn't pitched here for a while for the Warriors, so maybe just seeing what he can give the Warriors here prior to going into districts.
think we saw him early in the year throw a couple of
Yes.
innings in the game against, I believe, North Andrew, but
Well, I believe he started, or I believe he was in that first game as well.
oh, you're right.
Against Northland Christian.
That was the one I'm thinking of.
And I believe that is the last time we have seen him on the mound.
I knew there was a North in there somewhere.
Yeah. I take that back. That is the last time that we have seen Kemper Klein on the mound. Pitched an inning, and that was one of the problems that he had. He really had some trouble finding the strike zone in that inning of work against Northland Christian, which the Warriors picked up their first win of the season and of their inaugural season. So Dawson on first due to the hit by pitch. Now Gardner, the left fielder, will come up to bat.
Gardner's right on top of the plate, too.
This one fouled off for strike one. What was the one from Bull Durham? I don't know where the ball's going either. I wouldn't dig in too close. I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, he's almost got, he's backed off a little bit, but almost had his toes on the inside line of the batter's box.
Looks like that's about where his back toe is. As this one just on the outside corner for strike two.
That shows a lot of confidence that you're not afraid of the inside pitch, that you are quick enough to get to it.
Klein pickoff move. Lazy throw over to first base. Dawson back in safely. Also shows that you're not afraid to be hit by a pitch after your teammate took one at bat before you. And this time going through and striking out is Gardner, as Klein will get his first strikeout of the ball game. Brings up now the catcher, Legashol.
Number 3, Fred Legashol.
Check swing there. Now they're going to
Pinch here. As pinch running is going to be Colin Rocha. So Rocha will pinch run here for Braden Dawson. Legashol up at bat. He has walked and been hit by a pitch in his two plate appearances.
call it a no contact day, but I guess there was some contact.
Yes. Not necessarily the contact you want either. But, of course, that one was off-speed pitch that hit off his backside a little bit.
Well, if you're Gardner, too, you've got to be going back shaking your head because you just saw the first batter on the first pitch get hit by a pitch.
And three straight pitches, and you're out.
Pitches, and one of them a little bit of a breaking ball down. The check swing didn't get the call.
So now Legashol bats as Klein comes home with it. Upstairs for ball one. Looked like Roach got a little bit of a good secondary lead there on that last pitch. We'll see if Klein will keep a closer eye on him here this time. Klein looks in, has the pitch he wants, and again, nice secondary lead. Is this one going to be called ball two here to Legashol? Klein checks the runner. Rocha at first. Rocha again gets a good secondary lead as this one's hitting the center field. This one is going to drop in front of a diving Jordan Poppin, bounce behind him. Rocha makes his way across second base, and the throw to third is out at third base as Trice Floyd cut it off, flipped it to Runnels in time to get the lead runner as Legashol moves into second base. So it'll be listed as a single as Legashol moves up to second on the throw. And Colin Rocha called out at third base, so two out and a runner on second as Rylan Cussman will come up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking and flown out to center. Quick throw over to second base, not in time.
And also that play may have saved Papa an error in center field, too.
Yes. Throw home from Klein. It's going to be hit right into that hole between second and first, picked up by Stamper. And coming home is Rylan Cussman.
2 times now we've seen Stamper trying to charge the ball and just can't catch it clean. And
Yeah.
of course, there's no guarantee that you throw them out the plate either, but that ruined any chance of having to be able to throw them out.
Almost looked like
home.
he got stuck in a hole or something out there in right field.
Well, there's a little, I would think there's a little dip in behind
Yes.
the outfield grass. Kind of drops off a little bit.
First pitch from Klein to the designated hitter, Lane Harshman, is upstairs for ball 1.
I don't know that it's all that noticeable, but with a heavy rain, I guarantee you'll notice.
So the 1-0 count here to Harshman. He has singled and struck out looking in his 2 plate appearances. This one hit down the first base side, but it's going to get out of play foul for strike 1. So now 1-1 pitch here to Harshman. Runner on first base. Cussman is one already in here in the inning, making it a 5-0 Bishop LeBlond lead here in the top half of the 6th. Klein will step off and fakes the throw to first as Cussman dives back in safely.
The key is if you're going to fake the throw to first, you've got to step off.
Mm-hmm. This one inside for ball 2.
Harshman got things started, got the scoring started with a strong single to left, his first time up.
Count now moves 3-1 as the next pitch inside by Klein.
And I don't think you want to turn this lineup back over.
No.
You want to go after Harshman right here.
And now Klein will step off as Cussman taking a little bit too big of a secondary lead. So Klein again looks into his catcher. Here comes the 3-1. This one in the dirt for ball 4. And now runners on first and second with the top of the order coming up to bat in Jake Carell. Carell has walked, singled, and flown out to left in his 3 plate appearances. And his fly out to left was to about left center field with Brett Williams up against the fence.
And you wonder, we haven't had a lot of wind, but we get gusts from time to time, and I think that there may have been one come up.
This one low for ball 1 here to Carell. Right now, just a slight breeze blowing towards left field. Klein checks the runner at second, now throws over. Back in safely is Cussman.
Flags are pretty still.
Yes. Moving just ever so slightly out in center field. Now Klein comes home with a 1-0. Upstairs, ball 2. Can the Warriors have a away game tomorrow over in Hopkins to take on North Nottoway? Also a 4:30 start. This one upstairs, ball 3. After Klein hit Braden Dawson to start out the at-bat, struck out Landon Gardner. Legashol with a single. Rylan Cussman with an RBI single. And then back-to-back walks now. Here to Lane Harshman and now Jake Carell, and now bases are loaded with 2 outs.
Klein's really worked himself into trouble here.
Now batting the pitcher, number 15, Alex Leibel.
And now Alex Leibel can help out his cause here. Already a 2 RBI single to his credit. He's also struck out and flown out. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change as it looks like it's going to be up to now Braden Landit to take the mound here to try and get this final out of the inning with the bases loaded and 2 outs. We're going to take a Petty General Center visit to the mound timeout. We're back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Stamper Hauling of Albany offers dedicated expedited deliveries to long haul and oversize, all while guaranteeing on-the-time delivery. Stamper Hauling guarantees their experience in the trucking field will exceed your company's expectations. Stephen Stamper of Stamper Hauling features 19 years of CDL commercial driving experience. Contact Stephen at 816-244-3196 for your company's next hauling job. Stamper Hauling, a family-owned business located in Northwest Missouri.
The Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge in Albany is a 7,500 square foot beautifully decorated event space that includes a caterer's kitchen. The Legacy Event Center features a magnificent black and white staircase that allows for the grandest of entrances. The rustic elegance of the Legacy is the perfect backdrop for your wedding, reunion, corporate retreat, or other special event. Contact Jamie today to book your special event. Email her at jamie@eastforklodge.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Top half the sixth inning. It's a 5-0 Bishop LeBlond lead. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Up at bat is the pitcher Alex Leibel, and a new pitcher on the mound here for the Warriors, and Braden Landit. Kemper Klein takes over in right field here for Quincy Stamper. Leibel so far 1 for 3. And a tough spot to come in here for Braden Landit as this first one in the dirt for ball 1. And Leibel has struck out, flown out to center, and has a 2 RBI single.
That ball that he hit to center field was hit pretty well.
Yes.
It was just straight away to where Papa could run it down.
As that one hits the outside corner for strike 1. Landit checks into the catcher for the pitch. Comes home with it. This one in there for strike 2.
Don't think Leibel was believing it.
Well, his strike zone is a little bit taller than everybody else's.
Yeah, those knees are a lot higher.
Landit now checks the runner at third and comes home with a 1-2. This one bounces in the dirt. And Landit will try and cover, but the runner at third, Cussman, will stay at third. So again, Cussman at third, Harshman at second, Correll at first.
Really a pretty good pitch, though. I mean, he just threw a breaking ball for a strike and went a little bit lower with it, and they can't be afraid to.
This one hit up the middle, and it's going to get into center field, and it'll bring around 1, and Papa has a little bit of trouble with it, and staying at third base is Harshman, as it easily could have brought in another run as well. So an RBI single there by Leibel. His third run batted into the day.
Shortstop, number 1, Chris Golden.
So now to bring up Chris Golden to bat. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out swinging, flown out to left, and singled in his last plate appearance. Last inning. This one inside for ball 1. That run is accredited towards Kemper Klein, as are the runners on third and second. The 1-0 pitch from Landit is going to be hit left field. This one's going to be down the line.
Should be caught.
And it will be caught right in fair territory by the left fielder, Brent Williams.
A lot of air under that.
Yes, there was. And Bishop LeBlond scores 2 here in the top half of the 6th inning. They now lead by a score of 6-0. We're back with more when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel. The Albany Booster Club is a group of supporters who come together to make a better experience for the students. They try to help the students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, longtime supporters of the Albany R3 School District, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany has got you covered. Pettyjohn's makes buying your next vehicle transparent, simple, and easy. We have no hidden fees and upfront pricing on every vehicle in stock at pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Alex Leibel still on the mound here to start out the sixth inning. He holds a 6-0 lead as it'll be up to the 9-1 and 2 hitters here for the Warriors. Brett Williams has one of the 2 Warrior hits on the day so far, as he kind of looped one into left center field, his first plate appearance.
Brett Williams.
So Williams will dig in here to the right-handed batter's box against the right-hander Leibel. Leibel comes home with the first pitch. Showing bunt but pulling it back is Williams in there for strike one.
Well, Stamper tried to bunt with 2 outs bunting for a hit. I think he was trying to push it, bunt it hard enough to push it past the pitcher. And he just got under it and popped it up for an easy out.
This one popped up down the third base side, out of play foul for strike number 2. So an 0-2 count here to leadoff man in the bottom half of the sixth inning, Brett Williams. Leibel looks in, and here comes the 0-2. This one going to be hitting the left center field. Left fielder Gardner, and going to come in, but he is going to be called off by a center fielder, Braden Dawson, who comes in and puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting the shortstop.
And he'll bring up now the shortstop, Trice Floyd, to bat. Floyd, the leadoff man in the Warrior lineup, 0 for 2 on the day. He's grounded out to second and popped out to first in his 2 plate appearances. Pitch from Leibel is going to be hit up the middle and diving and picking it up off the ground is Golden. Throw to first in time for out number 2. And he'll bring up now the second baseman, Ian Campbell.
I think that ball must have had a little top spin on it and had a little sink to it. Otherwise, I don't know the logic of why Golden dove for that ball, except I think it just caught him by surprise at the end. But a nice play to come up and throw him out after the diving stop.
First pitch upstairs to Campbell for ball 1. Campbell's gotten on base due to an error and popped out to right field. This one outside, ball 2.
Arguably has the hardest hit ball of the day for the Warriors.
Now the 0-2 here from Leibel is going to be fouled off for strike 1. Everybody yelling as a Little League practice going on over on the other field today. Now the 2-1 pitch from Leibel. Upstairs, ball 3. So Leibel again looks into his catcher, Legishul. Comes home with the 3-1. Low for ball 4, and Campbell will walk, as that is going to be just the second walk issued on the day here by Leibel.
Number 4, Jordan Papa.
So now it'll be up to Jordan Papa. He has walked and grounded out to short in his 2 plate appearances.
You wonder if Campbell sticks kind of close to home here. Need a lot of runs. Warriors are going to get back in it. His run doesn't mean a whole lot. I think Leibel remembers him too.
Yes. Again, it was Leibel who kind of did a fake pickoff move the first time and then came back with the better pickoff move the second time that got Campbell. This time comes home with it, and it's going to be fouled off for strike one.
And if you're Leibel and the Eagles' 6-run lead, bottom of the 6th and 2 outs, you just want to come in throwing strikes.
Runners on base don't really matter all that much when you're up by 6, especially this late in the ball game. Leibel comes home with the 0-1, and it's swung on and missed for strike number 2 as pop underneath the high fastball there. So no 2 count here to the Warriors center fielder. Wind blowing in again here from center field. Campbell takes another lead at first, takes off, and Papa goes down swinging for out number 3. So after the end of 6 innings, it's a 6-0 Bishop LeBlond lead. We're back to start the top half of the 7th inning. When we come back in just a moment, it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters up for the Golden Eagles.
Hello, I'm Dustin Freeman, Superintendent of the Albany R3 School District. At Albany, our staff is focused on helping students excel in academics, athletics, music, business, technology, art, and agriculture. We strive to help young minds prepare for life and become successful in whatever endeavor they choose. The Albany R3 School District is a tribe of parents, teachers, students, and community members working together so students don't just chase their dreams, but live them.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more. Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. To order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items, call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here to start the top half of the 7th inning. It is a 6-0 Bishop LeBlond lead as we get ready to start the top half of the 7th inning. It'll be up to the 4, 5, and 6 hitters here for Bishop LeBlond. It'll be Will Atkinson, Braden Dawson, and Landon Gardner that'll bat. Atkinson 2 for 3 on the day, 2 RBI singles and a strikeout. Still on the mound here for the Warriors is Braden Landon. Pitch bounces in front for ball 1. Allen took a nasty hop in front of home plate and came back and hit off of Bunton's mask and ricocheted back to the backstop.
Yeah, Bunton's had to fight a couple of those 55-footers.
And this one low for ball 2. But in some ways, that's also a testament to how good Bunton is behind the plate that they're willing to throw those.
Yeah, right now I think he's doing it just because who's at the plate maybe.
Yes. And this time on the low pitch gets Atkinson swinging for strike 1.
It's 2 hard hit balls early.
Yes.
First 2 times up.
Time called here as Landon still had some batting gloves in his back pocket. Has to take those out. Not allowed to do that as a pitcher, is have the batting gloves in your back pocket. And now the 2-1 comes home. Outside for ball 3. And it's even worse when those batting gloves are white as a pitcher. Landon looks into his catcher, Bunton. Comes home with a 3-1. Tipped back and caught by Bunton for strike 2. As the count now full. On deck, the center fielder, Braden Dawson.
Well, I know it's probably part of the rules, but Obviously, you don't want a white undershirt or anything white on your feet.
This one popped up on the infield. Tries Floyd. Drifting towards third base. Puts it away for out number 1.
I don't know, as a hitter, I don't know that batting gloves in your back pocket would really.
I believe even in the majors they won't allow you to do that either.
That's probably right.
Number 7, Braden Dawson.
Well, now Braden Dawson will come up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the day as he's grounded out to third, got on base due to fielder's choice and been hit by a pitch. This one, a little excuse me swing, and it's going to get into right field for base hit. Kind of a little half swing, excuse me swing, still able to get a base hit off it.
Check swing single.
Brings up now Landon Gardner, 0 for 3 on the day. Gardner has flown out to right, struck out looking and struck out swinging in his 3 plate appearances. He'll hit with a runner on first and 1 out. Landon checks the runner at first. Now comes home, pitch upstairs, ball 1. Wind picking up a little bit again, in towards center field.
Starting to cool down a little bit as well.
Yes. Finally had to grab the jacket off the back of the chair and put that on here this inning. As that one upstairs and outside for ball 2. So a 2-0 count here to Gardner. Runner on first base is Dawson. Landon comes home. This one fouled off out of play for strike 1. So Landon looks into Bunton for the 2-1 pitch. Has the one he wants. Comes home. Outside, ball 3. I've noticed a couple of times here with Landon. Sometimes he'll check the runner at first. Sometimes he will not. That time did not. Comes home with the 3-1. This one is going to hit again. Or this one will hit Gardner his first time today. So that's the third. Hits batsman of the day. Ian Campbell's hit 1. Kemper Klein has hit 1. So has Braden Landon. So all 3 of the Warrior pitchers have hit a batter.
Catcher, number 3, Fred Legashole.
Legashole comes up to bat. And he's got a single, a walk, and a hit by pitch so far on the day. Runners on second and first with 1 out. Sun peeks out from behind the clouds again here in Albany. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1.
Landon's really struggling right now.
Landon checks the runner at second. Now steps off, throw back to second, and back in safely is Dawson. And Braden Dawson at second, Landon Gardner at first. At the plate, Legashole. The 1-0 pitch, swung on and miss for strike 1. The 1-1 from Landon. Upstairs for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. Again, just upstairs for ball 3. On deck is the third baseman, Rylan Cussman. This one in the dirt for ball 4, and that will load the bases. So after a walk, a hit by pitch, and now a walk, bases are loaded here with 1 out. And the third baseman, Rylan Cussman, coming up at bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He struck out looking, flown out to center, and has an RBI single to his credit. Last inning. Pitch home. Upstairs again for ball 1.
Well, and at this point, if you're LeBlond, you've got to wonder, can he throw 3 strikes in an at bat?
Yes. Of course, Landon Gardner had that last inning. First pitch walk, or a first pitch hit by a pitch, and then 3 straight strikes set him down for the inning. Landon comes home with a 1-1. This one going to be popped up towards first, and it's going to get over the first baseman, Kirby Stevens' head into right field. One run will come around to score. Another run comes around to score as this one on the throw from right field and high all the way to the backstop, as runners will now be at third and second base as Dawson and Gardner will score. Legashole up to third and Cussman to second base on the 2 RBI single. Makes it now an 8-0 Bishop LeBlond lead here in the top half of the 7th inning. Number 9 hitter Lane Harshman up to bat. He has singled, struck out, and walked in his 3 plate appearances. Outside corner here for strike 1.
And barring a double play here of some type, I'm going to roll the lineup back over to the top of the order.
Be a tough double play here with runners on third and second, though.
Yeah, maybe you line out to third.
Line out to third or second, yeah.
That's why I said in some form. I don't know what it would be.
0-2 count quickly here to Lane Harshman. Pitch from Landon on the 0-2. Swung on, tipped, and caught by the catcher Bunton for strike number 3. And the first strikeout of the day here for Landon, as it brings up now Jake Carell to bat.
Now batting the second baseman, number 10, Jake Carell.
Carell has walked twice, singled, and flown out to deep left center field in his 4 plate appearances. He'll bat again here in the top half of the 7th inning. Runners on third and second and 2 out. This one is going to be hit towards the shortstop, Floyd. Picks it up, throw to first, in time for out number 3, but not before Bishop LeBlond can add 2 more runs on. They lead 8-0 as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning when we come back in a moment.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolvis a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family-friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
Are you ready to get a head start on a successful future? Then call your local Army National Guard recruiter to gain job skills and leadership experience to get a head start on your civilian career. When you join the Army National Guard, you're joining a team with purpose and setting yourself up for success. Contact your local Army National Guard recruiter, Sergeant First Class Clint Bain in Gentry, DeKalb, Harrison, and Worth counties today at 660-868-0991. Or Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte and Andrew Holt in Ottaway counties at 660-853-8564.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for the bottom half of the 7th inning. And barring a big comeback here for the Warriors, they trail here 8-0. And it'll be up to the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, though, to try and keep this ball game alive. It'll be Kemper Klein, Truman Runnels, and Jared Bunton. Klein is 0 for 2 on the day, struck out looking and struck out swinging in his 2 plate appearances.
Yeah, third time through the order. You see some pretty good swings here.
First pitch swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, just 2 hits in the ball game for the Warriors. As this one tipped back for strike number 2. So no balls and 2 strikes here to leadoff man, the bottom half of the 7th inning, and Kemper Klein. Leibel looks into the Legashole for the pitch. Here comes the 0-2. This one going to be hitting the left field. Left fielder Landon Gardner under it, puts it away for out number 1. And that's going to bring up now Truman Runnels to bat. He has one of the 2 singles on the day for the Warriors as he has also grounded that back out to the pitcher in his 3 plate appearances. First pitch here into Runnels, upstairs, ball 1. Liable looks into the catcher, Legishel comes home with the 1-0 pitch. Outside corner, strike 1, count now 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the 1-1 home. And at the knees for strike 2. Count now 1 balls, 2 strikes.
We've seen this. See if he tries to bounce one here or work him a little farther outside. Catcher shifting out.
This one low, but Runnels able to tip it off foul, trying to keep the at-bat alive. Now the 1-2 here from Liable to Runnels. Again, tip back foul to stay alive.
He jammed him a little bit, maybe there.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Runnels with 1 out, nobody on. The pitch popped up, left side, foul territory, and it'll drop in no man's land there. As Cussman, Liable, and Legishel all giving chase. Legishel lays out for it.
Yeah, good effort.
Still drops.
Good effort by Legishel. He went a long ways to make that effort, too.
This kind of falls into that little no man's land there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Runnels. Next pitch here from Liable. And this one swung on and missed for strike number 3. And I'll bring up now Jared Button, 0 for 2 on the day.
The catcher, number 16, Jared Bunton.
Button has popped up to second and struck out swinging in his 2 plate appearances. He'll come up to bat with nobody on base and 2 out. Pitch from Liable, high and inside for ball 1. And now the 1-0 pitch. Popped up first base side, foul territory, giving chase. And hitting off his glove is Will Atkinson as it drops for strike number 1. Atkinson almost kind of just swatted at the ball as it hit off his glove and falls for strike 1.
Yeah, that's, except I don't think it got deep enough. That's almost a second baseman's ball, but I think Carell tripped over something out there. He didn't have a chance at it.
Now the 1-1 pitch from Liable to Button. Swings underneath it for strike 2.
Might have gone out of the zone after that.
And it's kind of what we've seen a little bit on a Button today. Likes going after that high pitch. Now the 1-2 upcoming from Liable as he brings it home. This one low for ball 2. So the tall right-hander Legishel looking to try and finish this one off. Looks in, the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3 is the count now full. Bishop LeBlond crowd thought that was strike 3. As now the 3-2 pitch coming home from Liable to Button. And this one will put him away for out number 3. And that will end it here as the Warriors fall 8-0 here in 7 innings. We're back with your BTC Bank postgame in your Papa's Player of the Game when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with the BTC Bank School Mascot Debit Card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and they'll donate $10 per card to that school. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank's 12 locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's is family-friendly with a playroom for the kids so the grown-ups can enjoy their meal. Make sure you leave room for dessert because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Albany as Bishop LeBlond picks up the 8-0 victory today over the Warriors. Like to thank our sponsors, but remember today's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Like to thank our sponsors. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards north of Albany. Printer New Shopper located in Albany. Albany Booster Club in the city of Albany. Hogue Lumber Company of Albany and Bishop LeBlond and Albany School Districts. Stamper Hauling of Albany. Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge in Albany. Army National Guard recruiter Sergeant First Class Clint Bain and Staff Sergeant Alan Schulte. Mosaic Medical Center in Albany. Northwest Cell. Raymond Smith Body Shop of Albany. American Family Insurance Agent David Smith in Albany and Stanberry. Schultz of Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany. Petty John Auto Center's locations in Bethany and Albany. And BTC Bank with locations in Albany, Beeman, Bethany, Boonville, Carrollton, Chillicothe, Gallatin, Maysville, Osborne, Pattonsburg, and Lamoni, Iowa. Taking a look here at the stats from the ball game. For Bishop LeBlond, Jake Carell today goes 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Alex Leibel 2 for 4 with 3 runs batted in. Ben Legishel, who came in and pinch ran for Leibel, gets a run scored on the day. Chris Golden 1 for 4. Will Atkinson 2 for 4 with 2 runs batted in. Braden Dawson today goes 1 for 3 with a run scored. Landon Gardner 0 for 3 with a run scored. Fred Legishel 1 for 1 with a run scored, as he also walked twice and was hit by a pitch. Rylan Cussman today goes 2 for 4 with a run scored and 3 runs batted in. Lane Harshman 1 for 2 today with 2 runs scored. Pitching today for Alex Leibel, he goes 7 innings as he gives up just 2 hits, 2 walks, and picks up 7 strikeouts on the day. Hitting for the Warriors, Trice Floyd today goes 0 for 3. Ian Campbell 0 for 2. Jordan Papa 0 for 2. Kemper Klein 0 for 3. Truman Reynolds 1 for 3 on the day. Jared Button 0 for 3. Kirby Stevens 0 for 2. Quincy Stamper 0 for 2. Brett Williams today goes 1 for 2 on the day. Ian Campbell goes 5 innings in the loss, gives up 4 runs earned off of 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, and 1 hit by a batter. Kemper Klein in relief goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 2 runs earned off of 2 hits, a walk, a hit by a batter, and a strikeout. Braden Landon, an inning and a third in relief today, goes 2 2/3 innings, gives up 2 hits on the day, 2 walks, a hit by a batter, and a strikeout. And today, our Papa's Player of the Game, sponsored by Papa's Family Restaurant. Papa's Family Restaurant, your home for a delicious meal with a great price and an even better atmosphere. And Mike, it was kind of hard to pick out a Papa's Player of the Game today, but we're going to go with the senior Brett Williams. Goes 1 for 2 on the day. Kind of got a bloop single, but also came away with some good plays out left field. Caught a couple of good ones. Also was able to throw a runner out at second base on a close play.
A couple of nice catches. Got an assist from the outfield. Kind of hard to find bright spots. Warriors, I thought, competed fairly well. I think walks kind of bit them a little bit. Walks and hit batters kind of bit them a couple of times. But the biggest thing is the offensive woes continue for the Warriors, and I know the coaches are aware of it. I'm sure they're scratching their heads and doing what they can to get them out of this malaise. But if you can get a win, maybe sneak a win tomorrow night, get into districts, and get hot at the right time, who knows what happens.
Yes. Again, the Warriors back in action again tomorrow night. They will play at North Nottoway at Hopkins. It'll be a 4:30 start here on Albany TV. And then they will start district play a week from tonight, 4:30, against Gilman City over at North Harrison. Again, for myself, Jared Rolvis, color analyst today, Mike Atkins, and cameraman and owner, Perry Phillips. So long and good night tonight from Albany.